Hello and welcome to another edition of Alien Investigations. I am your host Steven, and we've got a great show for you guys this evening. We are going to be playtesting my unsanctioned, unofficial, unlicensed Season 4 expansion of the X-Files Collectible card game. And the two gentlemen that you see before you graciously availed themselves to act as playtesters for this expansion. From France, we have Guillaume, who is no stranger to the channel.
Yeah, hello, hi guys.
And from Wisconsin, we have Nathan. How's it going, Nathan?
Live from the frozen tundra. It's pretty good.
It's great to have you guys here. And as I've said before in many of our previous playtests, which, by the way, you can find over on David Peace's channel. I will probably post a picture and a link for that right about here. You guys can see all of the previous playtests that we have done up to this point on Mr. David Peace's channel. Tonight will be our 10th playtest for the Season 4 expansion. And it feels every bit like 10 games, has it not, gentlemen?
Is that good or bad?
I don't know. There are times when it certainly feels like every bit like 10.
I think overall this has been a pretty smooth experience, and the 10 games went by really fast. There was never a point where during the game we were just completely stuck because of the biomechanics. I think mostly what we worked on were really just a few cards which were really hard to find a good game effect for, but otherwise I think it was a good experience and it was really pleasant, and yeah, I really enjoyed being part of this.
I mean, this is a big set. This is what did it wind up being? 170 cards, Steven?
175 plus 3 promos. 3
promos? This is breaking news. I thought we just had the Doggett.
We do have that one, but thanks to Guillaume, we actually conceived of 2 other ones for which we thought would be great additions for each of the forthcoming expansions after 4. Guillaume, would you do the honors and show those other 2 promos? For the first time on Alien Investigations, we have 2 of the 3 promos.
The skills are basically the same, it's just a picture that's different, but you know, it's pretty kind of fun to have different pictures from Mulder and Scully with every season.
These cards are not for resale, not for profit. This is, as I understand, Dax maybe printing some, but it would be purely covering printing costs. So this is all non-commercial use. We are not trying to profit off of this. All of the trademarks, logos, everything belongs to the mouse. So this is purely a fan-driven, like, we just want to see so an expanded universe of cards to play with, and it's a great game. We love it, so we just want to kind of keep it going for the masses.
So no need to sick the mouse's dogs on us, for we are making nothing out of it. For entertainment purposes only. Why don't you introduce us to the team of agents who are going to be squaring off with one another this evening?
So I have two Season 4 agents. The first is Detective Hudak, who you've seen in prior playtests. So when he investigates a monocyte, you get 1 resource point back. And he also has the detrimental effect of increasing the cost of witnesses at that site. Detective John Munch, on the other hand, he's great in evidence, criminal investigation, observation, subterfuge. He costs 6. And he also has the great effect of stymieing your opponent on a penalty question. I have 2 premier agents, Agent Tom Colton, who you guys both played with last night in the sealed deck. So I'm not going to spend too much time on these because we've seen them all. There's Albert Hosteen. And I should add, the idea behind the agents was also that, like, we've seen some games where your agent grouping comes in at like 10 criminal investigation, or I tried to power that down a little bit. So usually we're skating by on like a 4 or 5 skill check with these guys. And with, like, for example, the agent that might have 4 occult investigation that you need also has the like 2 subterfuge you need or something like that. So you can't, like, it's not easy to complete 2 sites with them. So that's part of the underpowered aspect of this, is you'll probably be investigating just one site a turn, if that. And then lastly, and you'll probably see a bend in this because my son got a hold of it today. So my Agent Henderson promo, and she is also a 3 resource. She's primarily in here for her evidence collection and observation. And I guess this is my play copy now. So thanks, Jack. And that's my agent team for a moment. Oh, Guillaume, while you introduce your team, I'm going to step away for a moment because I need to get a checklist. So,
all right. So tonight I'll be playing with Agent Fox Mulder. I know we've seen him during mini games, but this is actually my first time playing with him. Agent Lamana, Detective Tillman. So all these 3 are from the premiere set. I have Agent Kreisky from 1013. I have one season 4 agent. It's Mike Miller. He should work well with Fox Mulder because when Miller and Mulder are on the same team, Miller's alien investigation and observation skill gain a +1. So that's good. And also when Miller is in the field, he contributes to the rest pool. So
without further ado, why don't we get this game started? You both have your hidden X-Files. I see Guillaume's there, and Nathan actually... Oh, is yours off to the... right next to your cat? Okay, that's it. Okay. Excellent. And by the way, I like the orange custom sleeves you have there. They're really cool. So yes, I'll be acting as judge and observer for these proceedings. And with that, I will step out, and I will leave it to you, gentlemen. You may take the reins, and good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
Alright, so I'm going to draw my 7. Okay, so I'm going to draw my 3 card, generate my res. And you know what? I already have one question for Steven.
What's going on?
Okay, so I'm going to play anyway. So I drew Happy Birthday, and it says play 1 agent during the briefing phase, which we are currently in, to double the agent's res for 1 turn. In addition, you may requisition 1 equipment card to the agent at no cost. So is the requisition happening during the requisition phase, or is it happening immediately?
Yes, requisition. It would happen during the requisition phase. Yes.
All right. The reason I'm asking is because I do have 1 equipment in my hand, but I was waiting to see, should I place that one, or should I wait to see if maybe I would draw another equipment and maybe wanted to play that one instead. So the question,
all the more reason to wait till the
so you can wait
phase.
Okay, all right. So I'm playing Happy Birthday immediately then. Thank you, Steven. So my res, I'm going to play the res on Mike Miller. So that's 2 for Miller, 1 from Tillman, and 1 from Lamana. 2, 3, that's 4. Puts me up to 9. And Mulder's res, they are used to buy cards. And I'm just going to draw the 2 from Mulder, and I'm passing it to you, Nathan.
Yeah, I'm actually good. No discard or draw for me.
So moving on to healing. No healing yet. Requisition. I'm going to equip. Who am I going to give this to? Mike Miller with the close hearts. So it says place 2 tokens on this card, remove a token to take any 1 witness from your discard pile that modifies a single skill check, and immediately use it at no cost. Discard this card when both tokens have been removed. I'm doing this at no cost thanks to Happy Birthday, which I'm going to discard now. For deployment, I'm going to send everyone to the field. For case assignment, we are going to go to the abandoned bus terminal in Revere, Massachusetts.
Man out! Find the entrance! Come to my side!
lost 2, and I'll be using one of Mulder's tokens to pay for the site.
So it's criminal investigation, you said?
Yes, and affiliation.
No bluffs here.
So I'll send everyone except for Mike Miller to the site.
Alright, and what's the total CI then of the 4 agents that are there?
Miller has no criminal investigation.
Oh, okay, so it's 6 still?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, ask away.
Okay, is your affiliation evolutionary?
It is. Oh, man. Some good guessing right there.
It's just pure luck. And I have 7 cards in my hand.
I also have 7, so we're all good. I'll draw my 1 for the turn. I'm going to generate res. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for my agents. That'll put me at 11.
Okay, I'll be selling Advice from a Loser for 5 and Chimera Man for 4. That's 9. Put me up at 14. I'll be buying 4 cards. And back to you.
Okay. Deployment, I'm going to move everybody up to the field. And for case assignment, I'll use Colden's token to play Peyton, South Carolina, which is a bureaucracy or observation 5+, and affiliation or method question.
I have 1 bluff to play on the site.
Okay. Then I will use Hosting's token to take a look at the rest of your hand, and I get to select a conspiracy card.
𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 Belagana. What is this?
This is where you pucker up and kiss my ass.
Now listen,
you listen to me, you son of a bitch! This man's name is Albert Hosteen. You should remember that. Because if Agents Mulder and Scully come down with so much as a case of the flu, Albert is prepared to recite chapter and verse, file for file, everything on your precious tape.
It's a nice try, Skinner.
I'm sure you're thinking Albert is an old man. And there are plenty of ways that you might kill him, too. Which is why in the ancient oral tradition of his people, he's told 20 other men the information on those files. So unless you kill every Navajo living in 4 states, that information is available with a simple phone call.
Alright, so I'll just start with the resource cards. So I have 2 sites. I have the demolition site. I actually have that card twice. I have 2 witnesses. I have Lieutenant Terry Wilmer and Howard Spooler. So those are the resource cards. And the conspiracy cards, I have 2 bluffs. I have Jason Ludwig. It says play to change a site prerequisite to behavioral 3+. I have Mrs. Peacock. Force your opponent to discard 1 witness resource. In addition, primordial adversaries may ignore activator requirements to attack the team. And I have 2 adversaries. I have Samuel Aboa, who is evolutionary and method, and I have Merciness, who is primordial and witness.
There's a lot going on there. Let's see, what do I want to do? So what hosting allows me to do is select one of those conspiracy cards, and if Guillaume plays it, I get to ask him a penalty question about a characteristic question about his X-File. Aboa was a motive site, you said?
No, method.
Oh, a method site, so you could play him here. That would be bad. And Inez requires a witness, but you can use Mrs. Peacock to ignore that.
Yes, that's correct.
Well, this is a tough choice. I think under the circumstances, it's probably... I think it's going to be a boa.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to send everybody to the site. So just as a reminder, this is a bureaucracy observation site with affiliation and method.
And you'll be using observation, right?
I will be using observation, yeah.
Right, so showing the bluff. So the bluff is Ellen Tanner. It says play to increase the applicable health of all keyword evolutionary and primordial adversaries played at this site by 2. I will not be paying for that bluff, and I will discard it. So you have 6 observation at the moment. Oh no, you have 7.
7, right.
Right, okay, you're free to ask your question.
Okay. Let's make it an affiliation question, and how about right back at you, evolutionary.
No, it's not.
I'm just going to pass turn, and I have 7 cards in hand.
And I have 8, so I need to discard something. And yeah, I'm going to discard Samuel Laboa. Yeah.
Sounds good. Your turn.
Cool. Alright, I have, just to make sure, I have another question for Steven.
Go for your question.
So it's about the equipment card Cloth Hearts. So it says remove a token to take any one witness from your discard pile that modifies a single skill check. So just to make sure that applies to resource witnesses as well.
Yeah, that witnesses that modify a skill check, like the ones that say, like, you can add to a team skill check once per turn. Yes,
okay.
As long as it's modifying a skill check.
Alright, sounds good. Thank you.
Yep.
So drawing my free card. I'm going to generate my res, which is 1, 2, which is 4, sorry, which is 4 since Miller is in the field. And I'm going to buy 2 cards in addition to the 2 that Mulder allows me to draw. So that's 1, 2, and I'm drawing 4 cards.
Alright, I'm going to sell 2 cards. I'm going to sell Chimera Man for 4 and Aggressive Memory Therapy for 2. That'll put me up at 11 Conspiracy, and I will draw 3 off that, which will put me at 8.
Okay, so no healing. For requisition, I am not requisitioning anything. And deployment, I'm keeping everybody in the field. And for case assignment, we are going to go investigate the flight 549 crash site in upstate New York.
Good shot.
So it costs 1. It's a bureaucracy 5+ or evidence collection 5+, and it's a motive or result question.
Yeah, I'm going to play 1 bluff on there.
Okay, I'm sending everyone to the side.
Okay. So the bluff is Jason Ludwig. So he's going to change it to behavioral 3+.
Trepkos is what happened here.
Did he kill Erickson?
He flipped out. Right after the descent, he just flipped out.
Can you think of anything that might have caused or contributed to his behavior?
You're asking me?
Are you paying for the bluff, or is it just a bluff? Is it just a true bluff?
What's your behavioral there right now? I think Mulder has 3, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to pay for it, and I will pay 2. Guillaume's saying, why did he do that?
Yeah. I'm waiting to see what else you play.
I'm going to play an event. Roche takes a hostage.
You okay, Caitlin? Good. My name is Fox. I'm going to take you home.
I have your gun, Fox.
Caitlin, can you do me a favor? Can you count to 20? Can you do that? Will you close your eyes and count to 20 out loud? Quietly and slowly.
1, 2, 3.
I will shoot.
Don't make this end badly.
6, 7.
You're not giving me very much choice. I really don't want to go back to prison.
Put the gun down, Roche!
It forces your team to make a subterfuge 4+ skill check.
Okay.
And if you fail, it's a -2 modifier to the sight skill check. He has the additional effect of negating all witnesses that are modifying it, but you don't have any right now, so.
Yeah, that will do it. Okay, I do have some discarding to do. I'm going to play a resource witness. It's Harold Spooler, it costs 2. It says place 3 tokens on this card. Remove a token and pick a number between 0 and 12. Your opponent must show you all cards in their hand that cost the same as the chosen number. Discard when all tokens have been removed. And I'm going to discard Inspector Pratt, Jason Ludwig, and Demolition Site. And I now have 7 cards in my hand.
Okay. I have 6. My turn?
Yep.
I will draw my one for the turn. Generate res, it's going to be 6. That'll put me at 17. Colton is going to get his token back. And I'm going to draw 3 cards. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I'm going to say Lieutenant Wilmer for 4. And I'm going to buy 4 cards. Oh no, just 3. And back to you.
Alright, no requisition, healing, case assignment, I'll pay 2 to play the Ben Zion Cemetery in Brooklyn. That is a occult investigation and result site. And then I'm going to do another one. Pay another 2 to play the Federal Command Center in Chattanooga. It's a subterfuge and result. So I have occult and result and subterfuge and result.
Okay. I have 1 block that I'm going to place on the Command Center.
On the Command Center, okay. So I think I'll send everybody to the cemetery, and I'm going to get 1 resource point back from Hudak for the monosite, and then witnesses are going to cost me an extra 1 at this site. Okay. Is your result abduction?
No, it's not.
Alright, so that site's going to go away. Command Center still has a bluff on it. And I have 8 cards, so I will discard. I'll discard Angie Pintero, witness, to bring me down to 7.
I'm going to discard the demolition site in Philadelphia. And I'm keeping the bluff over here.
Sounds good.
Alright, I have 7 cards.
Alright, you're up.
Alright, drawing my free card. I'm going to generate my rise, which is 4. Yeah, I'll buy just 1 card and I'll be using Mulder's effect to draw 2 more. That's 3 cards. And back to you.
Discard Conrad Lozano to give me 3 conspiracy.
No healing, no requisition for deployment. I'm going to keep everybody where they are. And for case assignment, I'm going to play Jerry Schnell's RV in Michigan. I'm going to be using all those tokens to pay for that one.
Scully!
And so the prerequisite is criminal investigation 4+, and it's result question.
No bluffs.
Okay. So I'm going to send everyone to the site, and before I investigate, I'm going to play aura photography. It says if the team makes a sciences 4+ skill check, add 5 tokens to the pool. So they have sciences. They have 5. So I'm paying 1 and I'm adding 5. I'm going to play Ariel's wedding ring. Doesn't affect my current investigation, but it says attach this card to a witness resource. While in play, this card enables your agent to attack occult creatures otherwise unaffected by combat attacks. This card remains in play until the attached witness is discarded or removed from the game. So I'm going to attach it to Harold Spooler. Back to the investigation. So criminal investigation 4+, I currently have 6.
Ask away.
Cool. So, is your result death?
Yes, it is. I should have found a way to stop you. You have to have me down to just a handful, huh?
I have you down to 5.
You want to take a guess?
No.
Okay.
No. I've done the hard way during one of my last games with Steven, because at that point I was kind of ahead, so I thought, okay, I will. There was only like one potential X-Files who had the affiliation alien, so I thought I will ask if that's his X-Files. So even if it's not, I know that I will not have to ask is your affiliation alien at some point. So I did ask the question, so it was not, and Steven was able to ask me a penalty question, which he got right, and so that put him right back on track. So yeah, not doing that ever again. So that card is discarded, and I have 8 cards in my hand, so I need to discard something.
I'm at 6.
I'm going to discard the Fly 549 Crash Site card, and I now have 7.
Draw my card for the turn. I'll generate 6 res. I'll draw 3 again. Right. Yeah, I'll make it 4. Putting me at 13. You can go ahead and buy and sell.
So I'm going to sell cover credentials for 5. So I have a 16. And I'm going to buy 4 cards. Yeah, 4 cards. And back to you.
I have no requisition or healing. I'll pay 2 to play the Peacock Residence. It's behavioral and motive question.
Oh, no bluffs.
Alright. Yeah, let's send the house to investigate Peacock Residence. And I'm going to get 1 resource back from 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, and witnesses are going to cost 1 more at this site. So currently I have behavioral 1, behavioral 5.
So I do have 1 card to play. Can you hear some music? Is somebody playing It's a Wonderful World? Because I think that the Peacock Brothers are coming home.
Sometimes we walk hand in hand by the sea, and we breathe in the cool, salty air.
And it costs 8. Puts me down to 4.
What kind of keywords do we have on them, Guillaume?
So we have Adversary, Primordial, and Creature. And it's activators or conspiracy and motive side.
Yeah, this isn't going to turn out well for me. Oh boy. Yeah, that's we're going to combat.
Alright.
Let's rock.
So apply a -1 to any equipment cards attached to the team that modifies long range and close range combat, but you have no equipment. And damage caused by this adversary may be split among all opponents. So for long range combat they have 0. So how many damage will you be dealing?
So I get free shots. So we're going to do 1,
Yep.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in long range.
Alright, so they have 3 health remaining.
Federal agent aboard! Stop, we're on fire!
Mulder!
They have a health of 10. And so for close range combat, your team will be killing them, but they will be dealing 7 damage, and they can split that damage. So
Munch is the only one that has 4 health, the rest have 3.
yeah, so I'll be sending Munch to the hospital, and I will also be sending Colton to the hospital.
I feel like every time we see the Peacock Adversary, they are attacking at their own house.
Yeah, that's true. That happened the last time as well. So maybe it's an indication of that site should not be investigated.
I think it's a bad omen.
Right, so I have 9 cards in my hand.
I'm actually going to play a witness before my turn is over. It's going to be Dr. Arlinsky, resource, add 1 to assign to skill check once per turn.
That was my favorite combat for the evening. I don't care what else gets played. I love that one. Just because it's on the Peacock's own household site.
Yeah.
It's always happening that way. Steven, as long as you're here, let me ask you. When Munch heals 2 during my healing phase next turn, he can move out of the hospital, right?
He has to have a minimum of 3 health in order to be moved from the hospital. So if you take 2 off of him, he
still can't move.
He still can't move. Yeah, because you'd have to heal. Like, if you have, like, medical treatment, then you can take him out.
Remind me what the wedding ring does?
So basically, you have cards like, I think the Golem attacks from Season 4, and you have Poltergeist attacks from the premiere. So basically, those type of occult adversaries, your agents cannot use their combat skills against them. So basically, you play the card and you just take damage. But Wedding Ring allows you to actually use your fighting skills against an occult adversary.
I see.
Yeah, they're impervious to damage because of the nature of the fact, well, one's a ghost and one is made of mud. So the cards like Ariel's Wedding Ring, or if you go back to Premiere, 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬, the witness card, allows for such adversaries as vampires, Kiss of the Vampire, and Poltergeist. It says explicitly those 2 on that card can be attacked because they're otherwise, they have an invulnerability. The interesting about the 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬 card is it puts Poltergeist and vampires in all caps, almost as if it's a keyword.
Yeah.
Which I always thought was kind of interesting because it's never appeared as a keyword, though.
That was confusing to me, too.
And so before you go, one last question. Again about Clothar, just to be sure. I can remove a token and I can bring any witness that modifies a skill check, even if I don't use it to modify the skill check immediately. Like if I have a resource witness that say adds 1 team's criminal investigation once per turn, but I'm currently investigating, I don't know, behavioral. Can I use a token to pull that witness from my discard pile and put it in play for whenever we'll need it, whether it's now or later turns?
Yeah, because they don't have, like, those witness resources don't have, like, activators and stuff like that, other than active. So, yeah.
Alright. Cool. Thank you.
My discard, I'm going to have to discard 2. And it's going to be Encore and John Lee Roche.
Alright. Okay, I'm going to discard Mrs. Peacock. I think the Peacock family has done enough damage for this game.
I agree.
Okay, I'm going to discard the Cancerous Nosebleed. I think we've seen that one being played. We know how it works and we know it does work, so no need to use it again.
Right, you're up.
Okay, drawing my free card. I'm going to generate my res. 4. I'm going to buy 2 cards from the pool and 2 from Mulder.
I'm going to discard Epoxy Vat for 4 and the Chattanooga Command Center for 2 for a total of 6. And I'm going to pay 1 to buy 1 card.
So no healing, no requisition. For deployment, I'm going to keep everyone in the field. And for case assignments, we are going to go investigate the oil refinery in Alberta, Canada. I'm going to use Mulder's last token to pay for that site. It's an evidence collection 4+ and motive question.
What's your total evidence collection on your agents right now? All of them.
If I send everyone, all of them combined, it's 8.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, that's a lot of evidence collection. So I will play a bluff there.
Okay. Well, I'm sending everyone to the site.
Okay. So the bluff is Detective Joe Curtis. He's going to force you to discard a witness from your hand. If your opponent has no witnesses, the card has no effect. If your opponent does have a witness, then attach Detective Curtis to one investigating agent of my choice. The agent is arrested and may not contribute to any skill checks until the remaining team makes a criminal investigation 4+ skill checks. So who has the most criminal investigation on your team?
Well, it's either Mulder or Tillman. They both contribute 2, and Kresge and Lamana contribute 1.
Okay, so I don't think I'm going to pay for this card.
Yeah, because basically you could play it on if you played on Mirror, who contributes the most to the evidence collection, I would still be able to make it, and the rest of the team would still be able to make the criminal investigation 4+. So yeah, I think either way.
I'm not going to pay for that though.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ask a question, Guillaume.
Okay. So it's a motive question. Is your motive control?
I can't even read this. Motive is yes, it is control.
Okay, well, I'm not taking a crack at your X-Files identity yet. And so, yeah, I have some discarding to do. I have a lot of cards in my hand.
I only have 5. I like to think you didn't guess, Guillaume, because the point of this exercise is to test cards. So,
well, yeah, there are still a few cards that I would like to play, and I'm not even halfway through my deck. So, I'm going to discard Father McHugh. I'm going to discard Kurt Crawford. She had a date, and I'm going to discard Nothingness. So you're now free to play Witness without being attacked by her. And before my turn is over,
sure.
I'm going to use Mira's token to bring a witness from my discard pile, and I'm going to bring Lieutenant Terry Wilmer back.
This really went south for me here. This is pretty obvious.
So I now have 7 cards.
Okay, so I'm sitting at 5. So I will draw 1 for the turn. I'll do. I only get 3 res this time around. I'm gonna have to go big or go home here, and I will draw 5.
Alright, I'll be sending Jailbreak for 2 and Hospital Gown for 3. Adding 5 to... No, I'm not buying any card.
So I'll go to healing. I'll heal 1 off Colton. I'll heal 2 off Munch. They gotta stick around there. I'm gonna use Henderson's token and see if I have a motive site in here.
Alright.
Well, I guess I'll get a Flight 49 crash site, even though I can't use it. All right. Well, not going to play any sites. Let's have the 3 of these guys go to the command center in Chattanooga.
All right.
Look at that bluff.
Oh, okay. So the bluff was the death card. Pay 2 to add 4 to your pool immediately, so it costs 1, and I'm adding 4.
So it is a subterfuge and result question.
And you currently have how many subterfuge?
have one. So I am going to play a card.
Okay.
I'm going to pay 3 to play Forensic Excavation. So take any 2 keyword evidence or witness cards from my discard pile, add 1 to my hand, and immediately use the other at no cost. I'm sorry, I have 2 subterfuge at the site right now, Guillaume. 2.
All right. I have seen, yeah.
The witness I'm going to grab and play now is Lozano.
All right.
He adds 2 to my subterfuge skill check. And if you play a phenomena adversary, he is negated. And then I will go and return, I don't know, random witness, say Pintero to my hand.
So you currently have 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to put quarantine zone on you.
What are those keywords on that guy?
It's event, phenomena, and resource. So it costs 5.
So what, does that just freeze things? Do I get to keep my witness, or is he going to be donezo at the end of the turn?
So I guess if your witness is not a resource witness, then you have to discard it at the end of the turn.
Okay. It's pretty effective. So we're going to put these guys on standby over here.
All right.
They get 2 tokens.
Yes.
And then I'm going to play... I'll pay 3 to play Minister 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬.
I was 7 years old. Lying awake one night, I saw him. He was standing over me. His hair was like straw, his eyes like water, staring down at me. I closed my eyes and screamed, and felt myself being swept up into the air.
I'm just deciding what I'm going to discard here because I have like 12 cards in my hand.
And for once I only have 4, so...
Yeah, I don't think it matters. Yeah, okay. No, I can't investigate anything anyway with my team split up like this. Vietnam War Memorial, Flight 549, Pintero, and Corridor Glenna are all getting discarded. And I'll pass it over to you, Guillaume.
Alright. Bring my 3 cards.
I do take a counter off the quarantine zone, right? For debriefing?
No, it's the debriefing phase.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to generate my res. I'll just like 4 and 2 for Mulder.
Okay, so I'm going to discard Tricks of the Trade for 4. I'm going to discard the Search Warrant for the 5. That's going to be it for that. So it's going to be a total of 9 plus 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then I'm going to buy with that. I'll say 5 cards.
So healing, no healing. I am not requisitioning anything. we are going to go investigate. For case assignment deployment, I'm keeping everyone in the field, and for case assignment, we are going to go investigate the bee husbandry farm in Alberta, Canada. It costs 1.
You're looking at the future, Mr. Mulder.
What is it?
A flowering shrub. But its specific epithet can't be found in any of your taxonomic charts.
Being grown for what?
Pollen.
What is this?
And it's an alien investigation 5+ or sciences 5+ skill check, and it's an affiliation or method question.
Pay 5 to negate an alien investigation card.
You know, I had that one in my deck, and I decided to just remove it because I figured I would not be able to use it.
Yeah.
Were we in the investigating phase or not?
No, I'm negating your site.
Okay.
So we're still in case assignment.
I had warning from the future, and it says place this card on the site with computer or sciences as a prerequisite, which this one has. The investigation ends immediately. All active and conspiracy cards attached to the site are discarded along with the site itself, and the case assignment phase starts over and the turn resumes as normal. But since we were still in case assignment, then I cannot place this card to reset the whole thing. Can I?
So does the card itself say you can only play in the investigation phase?
It says the investigation ends immediately. So technically, if the investigation phase has not begun, is it playable or not?
And is it just oh, Steven's here.
Which of you wrote this one?
I didn't think it was me.
Yeah. All right.
He says sheepishly.
Yeah.
I think,
like, you know, the synchrony events are none of my doing.
yes, you know, for instance, I send everyone to investigate, and then Nathan plays an adversary, for instance. So I would play warning from the future because, you know, from that episode, I will be warned that there will be adversary. So
Yeah.
the investigation ends, and I can, you know, start over with a new site.
Yeah, the thing that gets you here is that Nathan played it during the case assignment phase.
Yeah. Maybe it should just play this card on the site with computer or sciences as prerequisite. All active and conspiracy cards attached to the site are discarded along with the site itself. We can just remove the investigation ends immediately part.
Does that work?
I'm not crazy about removing that.
It could be all active and conspiracy cards attached to the site are immediately discarded along with the site itself. And
I mean, that effectively ends the event's investigation, doesn't it?
I mean, it does, but
the site is gone.
Okay, how about this? Okay, the first sentence stays the same. Immediately discard all active and conspiracy cards attached to the site.
okay.
I mean, yes, we will. Yeah, we lose that second sentence, but we keep the word immediately, but it's at the start of the next one. Cool? I mean, that does shorten it.
And so read that whole sentence to me.
Okay, play this card on the site with computer or sciences as a prerequisite. Immediately discard all active and conspiracy cards attached to the site, along with the site itself.
I'm good with that. That's cool.
Yeah. And so the assignment phase starts over and the turn resumes as normal. So I then get the opportunity to play a second site and investigate that one.
So
because we're actually allowing someone to play it at any time. We're broadening its use by removing that investigate. But here, it actually makes no practical difference because that card forces you to discard the site anyway, which is no different than me negating the site to begin with. And then, since we're still in case assignment, Guillaume can still play sites during this phase. So,
if he has one.
If he has one.
But by making the changes to the text, you'll be able to play this card in this exact scenario again, and it will be viable. Okay.
Right.
All right. Okay.
All right. So the site is gone.
All right.
By the way, as an aside, I think this playtest has actually been great. There's been like 4 or 5 cards that we've found that.
I've got. Counting the two adversaries with the word remaining. Yes, 4 as of this point. Yes, which is more than you can say about like the last 3 combined. And
I don't know where my spider book is.
I got to go again, gentlemen. I will return shortly.
Okay, sure. We can move on to debriefing then.
You don't have another site then?
Oh, I thought that we decided that I would not be able to use warning for the future because as it is currently written, it would not work.
That's right, but you can still play another site because we're still in case assignment.
Oh, okay.
I should have waited on it to see if you would play another site, but it's fine. I played it, so we'll just.
All right. Well, we're going to go to the migrant worker camp in San Joaquin Valley, California. It's a scientist for plus skill check.
So what's the?
So I need to pay for the site. It costs 2. So the prerequisite is sciences for plus. So we're still in case assignment. And who do I want to send everyone there or not?
What's the characteristic question on it though?
Motive.
So I will play a bluff on there.
Alright. I'm sending everyone. Let's see the bluff.
It is legal representation. Increases the cost of all witnesses played at this site by 2. And I'll pay it. Why not?
Oh, and just because I haven't used any of Spur's token, I'm just going to use one and I pick a number between 0 and 12 and you must show me all of your cards in your hand that cost the same as the chosen number. It doesn't do anything, it just allows me to basically see those cards. So let's see any. I'll say 4.
I have 2. I have Bitter Defeat.
Okay.
And then I have Sheriff Hamilton.
Okay. I know what he does, yeah. Any other cards that you'd like to play?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Leonard Betts at that site.
I'm sorry. But you've got something I need.
Alright, so he has 0 long range.
So as I understand it, I can discard a witness to heal him 1 point.
Let's go. Let's play.
So how much are you going to deal him in long range?
I'm going to deal 1, 2, 3.
8 was it?
8, yeah.
Okay. So I'll discard 4 witnesses to heal him 4 damage from that. So discarding Markham, Ungar, Shannon, and Hamilton. So So we're gonna do 1 round of close range, I think. He's got 1 health left.
Before we move on to close range, I'm going to play 1 combat card, and it's stunning blow, so it costs 2. I'm going to use one of Tillman's token to pay for it, and then paying the other one from my pool. So it says, place this on any opponent who has just taken damage. This opponent is considered stunned for the next round of combat. This opponent will deal no damage in the next round of combat.
We'll do it.
And 1 on Leonard.
Yep, so he'll die during the close range round.
So for close range, I'm dealing 8 damage to him as well.
That'll do it. And then you can ask away.
So it's I already know your motive. Is your motive still control?
I hope so. Yeah, it is.
All right. Are you Leonard?
I am not.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who I am, Guillaume?
No, I still have you down to. I had you down to 2, so now I have you down to. I had you down to 3, and I now have you down to 2.
To 2, okay.
Do you have any discarding to do, or?
I only have 3 cards.
Okay. Okay, I'm going to discard Scott Hosteloff. And I now have 7 cards.
Alright. So I will draw my 1 for the turn. Quarantine zone, do they not generate res while they're there?
I think they are, because it only says that they cannot contribute their skills. So, yeah. And you do get to remove 1 token of quarantine zone.
Alright, so I will generate 3 res from those guys. I'll pay 2 to draw 2.
Alright. I'm going to sell Warning from the Future for 5 and Shiv for 3. So 8. And I'm going to buy 4 cards.
Okay, so I'm going to heal 1 off Colton. I'm going to heal 2 off of Munch. I'll move Munch to the field during deployment. And I don't think I can do much else, Guillaume, so...
Alright. Oh, I have to discard something. So I'm going to discard the Golem Exacts Revenge, and I'm going to discard Airlift as well.
Okay.
I'm going to generate my free card. Okay. I'm going to generate my res, which is 4. I'm going to buy 5 cards. Oh, 3 cards. No, 4 cards and 2 for Mulder. That's 6.
I'm going to discard covered credentials and bitter defeat for a total of 9 conspiracy.
Alright.
And then I'll pay 3. I'll pay 4 to draw 4.
No healing, no requisition. For deployment, I'm going to send Tillman back to the bureau, and I don't have any site to play, so that's it for me. And I have a lot of discarding to do.
I'm going to discard next patient.
Alright. Okay, so I'm discarding Ambush, the Well-Manicured Vendetta, and Exhumation.
Sounds good.
Oh, and this as well. Webbed, Lay Not Bets, and well, sorry Steven, I did try and I did have Marita Covarrubias just in case I would be able to play Marita's Overture, but it seems unlikely at this point, so she's gone.
Alright, so I will draw my one for the turn. I believe the quarantine is lifted here.
Yep.
So I'm going to get 4 res this turn. +5, -1. And no other card draw for me.
Right, so I'm going to sell. I did have Make History after all, so I'm going to sell Make History. And I'm going to sell the Apollo 11 keychain. At this point, I might as well sell it, so that's a total of 9, puts me up at 20. I'm going to buy 6.
Alright, healing. I'm going to heal 1. Colton. Deployment. Get him back to the field. I'll just, they'll join their friends. And we'll all happily finish investigating the command center. So it's a subterfuge. Subterfuge 4 and result.
Alright, so I'm going to play 1 card. I'm going to play Edgers and his Talking Tattoo for 4. So it's Adversary, Primordial, Pound, and Insanity. It's Activators or Conspiracy and Result. So the long-range combat round is skipped. Any agent wounded by this adversary is afflicted with the keyword Insanity. The effects remain in place until all damage tokens are removed. So I think you're going to kill me for doing close range because I only have a health of 5.
Yep.
But I will deal 3 damage to Albert Hostin.
I want to see it. It's all scabbed up. It's okay. If you're so curious, get your own.
And let's see, do I still have enough to make this check? Nope. So I fail that side. And I have 8 cards, so I'll discard 14th Precinct House.
Alright. So I have 3 cards that I need to discard. I'm discarding Regeneration, the Grey-Haired Man, and Dr. Vitagliano. And I have 7 cards.
Okay.
So, drawing my free card. I'm going to generate my res. 4. I'll buy 2 cards.
I'll buy 1 card.
No healing, requisition. I am not requisitioning anything. For deployment, I'm bringing Tillman back to the field. We're going to go investigate this first tattoo parlor in Philadelphia. It costs 1. You may ask 1 method question or 1 with. It's a behavioral 5+ or computer 5+, and it's a method or result.
I don't think you have any computer, do you?
I do, actually, with Lamena and Miller.
Oh, do they get you to 5 for that?
6.
So I will play 1 bluff on that.
Alright. I think I might see writing on the wall in my future, but It's okay. So I'm sending everyone to the site.
So the bluff is Senator Sorensen.
Oh, okay.
So he's gonna send. I think Millar was your computer dude.
It's either Miller or Lamana. They both contribute 3.
Okay, we'll send. We'll send Millar back to the bureau. Okay. So I'll have to pay 5 for that, and then he's gonna get 2 tokens. They're gonna remove during your debriefing phase.
Okay.
And he can't leave the bureau, requisition equipment, or contribute skills until both tokens are removed.
Sorry, gentlemen. It just occurred to me. Nathan, you sent Millar back?
Yeah.
You're probably working with outdated text then. What's your card say specifically?
Force 1 agent of my choice back to the bureau immediately.
Yeah, it's dated. That was pre-Karina sales, in that before I was aware that the Karina sales bluff existed in the Scully set, I had to. That was the original text. We can keep it just for the sake of the playtest, but going forward, it's Force 1 agent with the keyword FBI. So Millar's like, because I was like, what? He sent the one non.
Well, I can send the man.
Oh, wait, that's FBI.
You can send Lamana and still have the same effect. Whatever you want to do, Nathan.
Switch Lamana and Millar. Yeah, right. We'll play it by the existing rule.
Which everything, yeah. The others you can't select Fox, Mulder, or 𝐗-𝐅i𝐥e𝐬. Agent may not leave the bureau, requisition equipment, contribute their skills until either the controlling player pays 7 RP, or reveals all the cards in your hand. Because yeah, as it currently is, it's basically Karina sales, the bluff that's part of Scully set. So Dax told me, I'm like, oh, great. So I need to come up with something new then. So that's how that card's going to get resolved, one way or the other. It's not like a matter of like removing a token during each briefing phase or whatever.
So Laman is in the bureau, and if you want to show me your hand, he can leave or pay 7.
No, I don't want to show my hand.
So we'll go forward with the site then.
Alright, so I now only have 3. So yeah, I cannot make the skill check. Before the investigation is over though, I'd like to play one last card. I'd like to play Reconnaissance. I don't know how you pronounce that, because the word is so similar to the French word that... How do you say that one? Reconnaissance, okay. Play during the investigation phase, make an observation 4+ skill check, and search through your bureau deck and draw 1 keyword weapon or armor equipment card. Attach the equipment to an agent at half cost, ignoring activator requirements. So Mulder has 2, Miller has 1, but since they're on the same team, Miller actually has an extra observation, so they make the skill check. I'm paying 3 for the card, and I'm going to look through my bureau deck, and I'm going to add the SWAT tactical gear just for fun. So it's at cost, so that's 3, and I'll be using Tillman's token to pay for 1, so I'm paying 2 for it, and I'm going to attach it to Mulder. And we can move on to debriefing. And I'm going to discard Hotel James Monroe, and I now have 7 cards.
So I will draw 1 for the turn. We'll go, I think I had, it's 5 res. I'll pay 2 to draw 2.
Alright, I'm going to sell 2 cards. I'm going to sell Vietnam War Memorial and Hotel James Monroe 4. And I'm going to buy 4 cards. And back to you.
So heal 1 off Holstein. Requisition, I'll pay 4. to play Cloth Hearts on Colton. That's going to get 2 tokens. I'm going to pay 2 to play Angie's Midnight Bowl. I'm going to pay another 2 to play Abandoned Bus Terminal. So Midnight Bowl is a observation for and affiliation.
Right.
And the Bus Terminal is a criminal investigation for affiliation. So both affiliation, 1 observation, 1 criminal investigation.
No bluffs.
Okay, so I'm going to send Colton and Henderson to the criminal investigation site. I'm going to send Hudak and Munch to the Midnight Bowl observation site, and I'm going to get 1 resource back from that for Hudak. And let's do the bus terminal first. So it's a 4+. I currently have 3 criminal investigation, but I'm going to use 1 of the Cloth Hearts tokens to go get a Sheriff Hamilton and give me an additional 3 to the criminal investigation there. So I'll have 6 at that site.
So I'm going to play a bluff, play no trespassing. Play this card to prevent all agents with the keyword FBI from contributing their skills to this site.
Yep, that'll work. So that's gone. And then the Midnight Bowl is observation 4, and I have 4 there currently.
And you're free to ask your question.
All right. I feel like it's been forever since either of us did one. So this is affiliation. Is your affiliation a cult?
No, it is not.
All right, and that'll be my turn. I have 7 cards.
I have 8, so I'm going to discard Death Jockey, and that's it. I have 7. Playing my free card. I'm going to generate my res, which is 4. Oh, no. Well, yes, Lamana still contributes his res.
Yeah, I think that was the skills.
I'm just going to use the 2 cards for Mulder, and I'm not drawing any more cards. So passing it to you.
So I'm going to pitch Advice from a Loser for 5. And then I'm going to play for 5 Desk Jockey and stick Lamana in the bureau. So he's going to... Agent can neither leave the bureau nor add their skills to a skill check until the team successfully investigates a site with criminal investigation or occult investigation.
Alright. No healing, no requisition. For deployment, I'm keeping the 4 of them in the field. And for case assignments, we are going to go investigate, well, Schnauz's RV. We're going to go back there. And it's a criminal investigation and a result. And before you play any bluffs, I'm also going to maintain deniability, so it says for the remainder of this turn, your opponent may only play keyword government cards.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you're going to pass that skill check there. Yep.
Okay, so is your result death?
I wonder.
Unless it has changed.
You can say it. Who am I?
You're CC Lively.
Good old fire hands.
Yeah.
That was a hard-fought victory, my friend.
I think this is the longest game we've ever played. Or one of the longest, anyway.
I just want to go to bed. This is...
Well done, guys. This was a success. It actually did allow for a lot of opportunities to see not just cards that hadn't been played in the previous 9 playtests, but also certain combinations that, may have otherwise seemed somewhat unlikely.
I was only 2 cards from being at the bottom of my bureau deck.
Really? Okay. So I did not include any cancer cards in my deck. I didn't include Quarantine Zone or a lot of the stuff that we had already played. So
mine stuff,
yeah, mine was truly just jank that we have not seen yet.
Right. Yeah.
And I gotta say, it held together okay, actually.
Yeah.
This game and last night's game also showed that you don't actually need like Floriki or Buyers or any of the usual cards to play the game. You can just totally play one
it may
without
translate into maybe a longer game. So that was our 10th playtest. Be on the lookout for at least 1 or perhaps 2 more in the coming weeks. If you guys enjoyed the video, just give it a like and hit the subscribe button while you're at it. Drop a comment. Let us know what you like, what you didn't like, what you'd like to see. If you have questions you'd like us to clear up about any of the Season 4 cards, just let us know. I will say goodnight, and until the next time on the next episode of Alien Investigations.